We just want to do really well, a lot better than last year, maybe lower our walks a little bit more, and maybe come out here and just be a little bit more dominant than last season. I think it's really just going to be a mental aspect, just knowing what we can do on the field and being able to come out here and believe that we can beat any team that we face. It definitely is a lot easier. We just know what our goals are with each other. We're able to push each other, and we know if something's not really working, we're in the bullpen next to each other, we can be like, hey, like maybe you should try this, or if someone pitches a good pitch, it's like, oh hey, that was really good, and we're just able to like boost each other up and just help each other out, and it's just a lot easier to get along and just be there for each other.
It's going pretty good. We did our little team retreat for 3 days, and so that really helped us get together and become a team more, and so now that we're out here practicing, it's been nice, and we're getting some good weather, so it's been nice to get back in the swing of things. It's prepared me a lot since, I didn't really pitch a lot last year, but I got to play a lot in the field and got to understand like the flow of the game and how much faster college softball is, so this year will be a lot different, and especially if I can get on the mound. So I was having a lot of swelling in my arm, and it's happened since my junior year of high school, so we went in and had a lot of tests done, and I ended up having a blood clot in my arm, and so they had to remove my upper right rib in the front and the back, so they removed that, and it's supposed to be a 3-month recovery, but it's been a month and a half and I've been cleared, so I'm ready to get back at it. I feel a huge difference, especially in the weight room. Like I can do about half the weight that I used to be able to and stuff like that, and there's a big difference. You can feel a big difference in my chest, but I don't know, I just have to work through it, I guess.
I'm definitely excited. I've been waiting to do this my whole life pretty much. I'm just definitely excited to get it started and get it rolling. It's been going really well. I'm really enjoying being out here with the girls and the coaches. I feel like I'm getting to know them better, learning how to do stuff. I was definitely nervous in the fall, it being my first couple of games. I did get a lot of experience back there, but I think it helped me get a little bit of my jitters out of the way, so I think it did pretty good for me.
Well, the main thing is that they understand the system. You know, they understand what's going to be successful and what creates losses. And so for them, because of that, then they're pretty driven by that. They know if they hit a spot, you know, that doesn't necessarily mean that that's a great pitch. And, you know, and so they're kind of focused. They know how I like to work batters. And as far as the catchers are concerned, you know, that our goal is to be better than we were behind the plate last year. I think Amber's got a lot more confidence. And, you know, G got an opportunity to be behind there in the fall. And I think that she works some kinks out, and I definitely feel like we could go to her. But I like the maturity that I'm seeing in Amber. I think she's doing well back there, making good decisions. As far as on the mound, you know, they're much more focused and definitely are driven to do better than even they did last year. A staff ERA of 3.41 is not successful, and you know, and part of that was due to what we did early on. It was hard to recover that, but in essence, even still, some good performances could have been better, and I think that they have a better understanding of that. It took them a little while to understand, you know, that we're pitching to the hitter. We're not pitching to the zone unless we have to pitch to the zone, and so where we feel like we're hitting a curve on the outer half of the plate for a strike, it still can be hit out if a kid's sitting up on top of the plate, or you know, if they have a really long arms and can get out there and pull a ball. I mean, so you know, really just kind of working to the batter and trying to figure out how to maneuver that rather than just throwing to the plate. So it's taken a lot of work to kind of get in their minds kind of what I want to accomplish, and you know, what is successful for us, and what's going to be. They get hounded. I mean, you know, we are on their case about everything from, you know, your weight's not right when you receive to, you know, your release, and you know, we basically piece them apart because, you know, if we don't have good catching, we're going to struggle. You know, we have more attempts against us stealing than we would like to see, and so, you know, the percentage of us throwing people out, I mean, a good percentage of throwing people out is the base runners are still successful about 60% of the time, but we would like to see the attempts less, you know, and that means that we've got a handle on it and people are showing some respect for what we're doing, and so I think that we're going to be able to throw some people out, and I think that we're going to have a little respect back there. And then also, we just had a few too many pass balls. We didn't receive the ball as well as we could have, and that's got to be better. And so I think we're doing a better job of doing that now, and that hopefully will be carried over into the season. And you know, there's a lot to be had in the mental and the physical part of the game when it comes to pitching and catching, and you know, we try to cover all those bases so that they're prepared for every situation and basically the adversity we're going to face. You know, when we play Texas at the beginning of the season, they're ranked number 7 for a reason. I mean, you know, clearly offensively they've done better than they have in the past, and you know, they put out a better offensive product, and they're going to pitch strong. And so Corpus Christi is a school that, you know, I competed against in my former conference, and they were pretty strong 2 years ago. Don't know what they have to bring now, but they pitched and had a really tough offense. You know, in North Texas they made it to postseason, and you know, they're a good program also. And so you know there's not really going to be any easy opponents, and so you know, we've got to be strong from the start. And mentally we were not ready last year. We were not ready to handle what, you know, we were dealt, and I don't think they had an idea that they weren't ready. So it was kind of a shock to their world. And now I think they have a clearer picture about, okay, if we don't do this, then it's not going to happen for us. And you know, if we do these things, then that usually will factor into a more positive outcome.